means that you are taking the rows of left table that they don't have any matching with the second table, right? Here we didn't have any match with this table. So this is the left outer join. And this, let's add here our table left employee and department right. So employee here, let's have it this way. So our exercise now, we'll do it here. So our exercise here from R as employees and S is like department. S is like department and R as employees. So left outer join, we take the rows from the employee tables that they have match as we hear, but also who doesn't have a match with the department. What does this mean? It means you should take department IDs here, but they don't have any equal value in the second table in the department. Because here we are in the department ID in the employees. This is for the employee, for example. This is for the department. We are doing on department ID. So the department ID, imagine this here, and this is the department ID. We should take department ID here that doesn't have any image or any matching with this department as we did here. So that has null values. It's not null, but it's no matching values. This is why we added here from employee left outer join department D on E.department and D.department. You understand? So last name, first name of all employees, even those, it means that we are already added this and this, all the matchings, and also even those who doesn't belong to a department. To a department, it means that doesn't belong to this table. It means here empty should be. Here doesn't belong, right? Here the part doesn't belong to department. So they shouldn't match. Okay? This is tricky and this is really provides some confusion, but you should understand it carefully. Now it's clear, I think, right? So on the table here, you should take rows from table employee that who don't belong to department. So it means that they don't have ID in the department as we did here. Look here. Here. This is the ID. So we should take the IDs from employee that they don't belong to the department. Department is here, so it means that this 30 doesn't exist here, doesn't belong to here. You understand? This is why we added 34 to the left outer. And if you turn it to to here, we can add. So if you add it here, it means that we want the employees department, the employee last name and department name of these two departments, the one from employee table that has ID, and this ID doesn't exist in departments, doesn't belong in departments. This is why we said left outer join. If we do inner join or right join, it should be in the reverse. You should say who, you should take the employees who doesn't belong to department. Employees who doesn't belong, even those who doesn't belong to the employee. So you should take all the employee ID who doesn't belong to the, no, you should say all the departments who doesn't belong to employee table. For example, 40 here, this is the ID, like department ID in table department, who doesn't belong to employee ID. If you compare 40 here, we don't find 40. And if you don't find 40, this is the right join here. Okay? We are done. Cross-set join, you multiply all of them. You multiply cross-set join, you multiply this with all this, this with all this, this with all this, then this with all of these, then 34 with this one, and this one, and so on, so forth. Okay? Then union, as you remember here, the set operators combine result of two into one result. Union, you add all of them without, and you eliminate duplicates. When you say union all, you combine all of them, but you don't remove duplicates. Intersection, you take the intersection between them, except returns all rows from A, but not, you remove from them all rows from B. Returns all rows selected by the first query and not selected by the second query. It means by B, or A minus B, it means. Here, this is revision for you. This is an example. This is revision, nothing. Scott compound. As I told you here, column names are not necessarily the same, but the most important should have the same type. Okay? Column names or alias intersect. Okay. We will solve this example. Imagine that employee, we want to use this query, employee ID, last name, and department ID of all employees. Okay? We want employee ID for here, from table employee, last name from also employee ID, and department ID also from table employee. All of them in table employee. If the value of the department is not specified, display company. If you go to the employee ID, employee table, and you will see department ID, you will find some null value, I think. If you go to the employee, for example, this is manager. So he's saying to department ID. Where's the department ID? Department ID is not null. If the value of the department ID is not specified, display company. You should add company. We have employment department. Department ID is not null. Department ID is not null. There is numbers. And this is the department ID. Manager ID. Okay, let's assume it's supposition or assumption. So he's asking to me from employee, you want to select employee ID, last name, department ID of all employees. He's saying to me, if the value of the department ID is not specified, it means it's null. You should add company instead. How we can do that? You should do select. I understood the logic. Remember, department ID here is integer, right? And here he's saying to me you should add string. So this type integer and this type string, so they are not compatible. We have to use convert function to convert the department ID to text, to char. So convert to char department ID. It means that convert department ID, the type of, to a char, to a string as this. This is why we said select employee ID last name. We should convert now. Normally it's department ID, but we should convert the ID, department ID to char. And when we convert it to char, we should change its name. So we should do a no number department. So we add alias. We added alias. So the alias, the number alias now, number department is an alias of type company in this query. So now we change this query provides three attributes or a table of three: employee ID, last name, number, department, and it has what? It has the type of what? Company. So all the characters, all the numbers 10, 20, 30, 40, they are now as a string, as a char, as a string. From employees where department ID is not null. We will do that for all ID, department ID that has really numbers, not null. So all 10, 20, 30, 40, they will be used as